Hello Aries, Jessica here with Cardinal Signs. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome to your reading for the first 2 weeks of October. So we're going to be taking a look at general messages and energies. We'll follow that up by taking a look into the crystal for any additional messages that you may need to know. We'll conclude the reading by taking a look at love and romance for yourself and your partner or potential partner. So let's begin. This is for Aries, general messages and energies. What does Aries need to know for the first 2 weeks of October? Okay. Overall energy, we have the Wheel of Fortune, change. We have the Six of Cups with the Page of Cups. We have the Ten of Wands. This card was on the bottom of the deck when I was pre-shuffling for you before starting recording. And we have New Vision. This is the Hanged Man. All right. So Aries, your overall energy is indicating that there is a fair amount going on right now. Things are changing. Things are shifting. We can see here that these changes are likely going to affect a lot of different areas within your life. This is not a focused change. More so, it's going to have kind of a far-reaching effect. Now looking here, we have the Six of Cups, the dream, and we have the Page of Cups. First message coming in with these cards is that this is something that you have been hoping for, and you might have been secretly hoping for this, not 100% believing that it was actually going to happen. So now that it is happening, there is this kind of there's no going back type of energy, where you might be I don't want to say that you're regretting it, but you're kind of having this, oh no, what did I do? You know, maybe this is happening too quickly. Maybe this is a lot bigger or a lot more than I bargained for. And there is a bit of that free fall aspect to this energy where you feel like things are maybe spinning out of control. And you just have that kind of feeling that you're basically at the mercy of these events. The Wheel of Fortune, when it starts turning, there's really no stopping it. These are things that have been set in motion for a long time, and there is a lot of energy pushing this forward. So once something begins that is initiated with the Wheel of Fortune, you really have to see it through. So this is reminding us that we do have a lot of power if we are hoping for something, especially if we're holding on to that hope for a really long time and we're putting out that message repeatedly over a long period of time. That's going to come back. So we have to really make sure that we know what it is that we want, because you have a lot more power than you may realize that you do. And it's showing up here in this Page of Cups where you're almost disbelieving that this is actually happening. It's not necessarily a bad thing, because this is the dream. This is something that you have been holding in your heart for a long time. You have genuinely been wishing for this. So it might be overwhelming because you didn't believe that it was going to happen, but guess what? It's here. So it is ultimately a good thing. It's just going to take some time to get used to it. Now, this suppression, this is resistance to change. This Ten of Wands here, this is you and it's a reflex, okay? So keep in mind that this is a natural reflex, so you don't have to feel ashamed that this is your response. But we do need to understand it so that it's a lot easier for you to work through and flow with the wheel rather than trying to resist it. So think of the Wheel of Fortune like a little whirlpool. You know, when you made a little whirlpool as a kid, if you had a pool, when everybody decides to stop and turn around and go the other way, it's really difficult. It's a much easier and more beneficial for you if you go with the way that the wheel is spinning. So the natural reflex here with the 10 of Wands is for you to freeze up. And this is a self-protective mechanism. The rationale behind that is if I don't move, if I don't do anything, then nothing bad can happen. And this is false, because what you're doing is you are basically shattering the energy and momentum. It's going to go no matter what because it's so strong, but it is not going to go as smoothly. You'll start to hit road bumps. There will start to be mishaps. There will start to be miscommunications, and things will basically start to break down in such a way that your experience of this change will shift from that of being kind of a euphoric and exciting energy to one that is a lot more negative, restrictive, and there's some darkness here and inner turmoil. So the caution here is to try to reside within this euphoric and welcoming energy where you're willing to trust, take that risk, let go, and flow, rather than the instinctive thing, which is to freeze up and resist. So this is a conscious decision. Opening up your arms wide and embracing the change, this is something that you have to decide to do. And this is something that you have to consciously overcome. This is the reptilian part of the brain. This is the part that is very protective. It's a self-protective thing. And that's good. It has a time and a place, but not right now. This won't serve you. New vision. Now this is the Hanged Man, but it really takes on a different meaning within this deck, and I love this card so much. It pairs really nicely with both the Wheel of Fortune, change, and the Death card, transformation. So this is about you gaining new perspective. And if we take a look at this change card, if we really look closely, we can see that this almost looks like an eye, where we have the iris, we have the pupil, and we're talking about new vision here. So this is you being able to really see far into the future. This is you being able to shift and change limiting beliefs, let go of them completely, even shedding an old skin and stepping into a new way of thinking and seeing the world that is very comfortable and liberating. So this is wonderful. This energy coming in is very, very beneficial for you. I completely understand that instinct to freeze up and be afraid and protect yourself. I think most people would do that. And it's okay if you do that for just a moment, but you have to recognize with that vision that you're gaining, when it's time to really open up, take a risk, and let go, okay? So this looks so wonderful for you, Aries. I'm really, really excited for you. Let's take a look here if there's anything else that needs to come in for Aries. This is really, really interesting. basically what I'm seeing is that this process of opening up is kind of occurring opposite from what one might think. Rather than starting from the inside and growing out, it seems that it's starting from the outside and growing into you. So there may be some external influence. This could be a person. This could be an idea that somebody has suggested to you. But for whatever reason, this change is manifesting in or from out to in, which is, I think, opposite from how change often happens, because usually we start changing and then our outside situation begins to reflect that. So something is happening. There is a particular set of events or circumstances outside of you that is basically catalyzing this change for you. So that's really, really cool. So I'm going to move on now to love and romance. So we're going to take a look at your energy and your partner or potential partner's energy. So this is for Aries. Love and romance for the first 2 weeks of October. What does Aries need to know about love and romance for the first 2 weeks of October? You know what? I did that wrong. That happens sometimes. It's such a habit to do 3 cuts. Apparently I was in the zone. So I'm going to try that again. There we go. Must have been meant to be. So this is your overall energy, Aries. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. You also have the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So that looks really, really good. Now your partner or potential partner, and let me just shift these over for you to see a little better, is coming in here with the Page of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups. Wow. Okay. So off the bat, this is fairly feminine energy coming from both you and your partner. Whether you're male or female, whether your partner is male or female, it doesn't matter. What this is indicating is that there is a basic nurturing going on here. So you're able to meet each other on the same level. Now, the thing that is most striking and what may potentially cause some difficulty in communication and how you relate to each other is that you're coming in here with Queen energy. You have 2 queens, which is very mature. Your partner is coming in here with Page energy, 2 pages, Wands and Pentacles. So this is from a place that is less mature. It doesn't have to mean like immature in a negative way. This could be a genuine innocence, or like they're a little bit naive, perhaps inexperienced in whatever's going on here, the heart of the matter that you will be facing. So you have to keep this in mind, and you're probably going to have to be very patient with your partner for the next 2 weeks because they have this Page energy and you're coming from a place of great wisdom, stability, and experience. So keep that in mind. Now, that all being said, the 2 cards here that you have are the Ace of Pentacles, which is really, really beautiful. This is some new opportunity of some kind. This can be specifically for you, but it's something that will benefit the relationship. So this could be, for example, a promotion at work. And because you're getting a raise, that's also going to benefit your partner. For example, this can also just be opportunity to spend more time together. If we think of pentacles, this is a commodity of some type, and I think time does fall into that pentacles. I often associate different pentacle cards with specific periods of time. So I think this is the ability for you to really offer your time and attention to your partner, and this is a very good thing. Now your partner is coming in here with the 10 of Cups energy. So despite the fact that they are so, green and innocent, which is, it's sweet. It's probably going to be something that you really like about them, that they're just so lighthearted and tender and innocent. They still have this immense capacity to both give and receive love and affection. So, and they're doing this very successfully. They're probably really going to be focused on demonstrating and expressing their love to you. And they are feeling very, very fulfilled within the relationship right now. I can tell you that. Your partner is coming in as being very in love. Now, the only thing here, and this can be because maybe something's a little bit different, something's a little bit new for them. They may be a little bit confused about something. So they do know that they feel really good, but they might not be able to quite put their finger on something that is a little bit perplexing, and they're trying to figure it out. This is not a very major energy. It's something quite minor. You might not even notice your partner, trying to work through this. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. All in all, this energy is very, very good. As we already talked about, the main thing that you're going to have to keep in mind is that from a communication perspective and the way that you're relating to one another, there may be a bit of a gap. So you're coming in with your energy up here and they're coming in over here. This doesn't mean that they are beneath you. It means that they have more to learn. That's all it means. And you're part of their learning experience. And because you're coming in from this very wise place, and this can be from your experiences within this life, this can be because you have so many lives that you have already lived and you have a great deal of soul wisdom. Whatever the case might be, you have a lot to offer to your partner. You have a lot to teach them, and I think they are very willing and receptive to learning whatever it is that they can from you. This is a very dynamic relationship. You'll probably notice that there is that fairly significant role where most likely you are like a bit of a leader in the relationship. You kind of set the tone, would be the way that I would describe it. But this person is very genuine and they are very much in love with you. And I think that you're feeling very good about this as well with this Ace of Pentacles coming in. So it does look very lovely for you, Aries. So I don't think anything to worry about for these next 2 weeks. So I'm happy about that for you. So I'm going to draw the reading to a close at that. I really hope that you enjoyed it and I hope that you found it helpful. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can find my email in the description box below. So I will see you again in a couple weeks for the next 2-week forecast. Take care of yourself until then.